So first things first, I always start off with a fresh, clean face. Next, I moisturize my face with a water-based moisturizer. I just recently jumped on the Nivea bandwagon, and so far so good. Now that my face is smooth and hydrated, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Cosmetics Professional Mattifying Gel. And I just concentrate that in my T-zone, which is basically my forehead and the bridge of my nose. But I also place it on areas where I feel like it needs a little more oil control. And for this look, I'm not doing foundation, I am using a BB cream. So this is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream in the shade Dark. And I'm just going to go in with my Beauty Blender sponge and just blend that baby all out, all over my face. Then next I'm going to do my eyebrows after this. I'm going to use my Ruby Kisses Go Brow Pencil. I love that pencil so much, but I'm literally like holding on to it by the skin of its teeth. Like it's so short. It's so sad. But I'm just going to go in, and this is the a dark brown shade, and I'm just filling in my eyebrows real quick. And then I'm going to go in and brush the color up through my brows with this spoolie. It's just a regular old generic spoolie. Now I'm going to take my angled brush and my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn and just clean up around my brows because, honey, my brows were struggling that day. They had not been done. I was kind of trying to let them grow out. So I used a little bit more concealer than usual just to cover up those stray hairs that were growing in. Now I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution's White Chocolate palette, and I'm just going to go in with the lightest of the two chocolate shades that are in that palette, like a chocolatey brown. And I'm just working my way through the crease with this light brown shade, and I'm just blending because if you can't blend your eyeshadow, then you can't wear your eyeshadow. So I'm going to be doing a lot of blending in this part. And once I'm done with the crease, I'm going to go into my outer corner with the darker of the two chocolate browns, and I'm just going to continue to blend. And I'm doing this to kind of create like a bold but kind of like still subtle shadow effect on my eyes. And I love doing this, especially because I wear glasses, because it's not too much of a look where it looks ridiculous, I guess, but it still, you know, complements my glasses very, very nicely. So I'm just still blending away at my heart's content. And still going. Now I'm going to use my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade Skin Tone, and I'm just placing a tiny bit of it on my lid just to give the eyeshadow a gradient effect. I'm using a very little bit because this stuff is really concentrated when you put it on your lid. So I'm using a very just slight amount. And then I'm going to blend that out with my finger just to give my eyes a nice gradient effect. Nothing fancy, just a simple little eye look. And now I'm going in with a flesh colored matte eyeshadow just to kind of set that and blend it all together. Now in this part of the video, I am actually sitting down and filming from my laptop instead of using the phone because it died. And now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer BB cream. I love their BB cream so much. But I'm using a second one because the LA Girl BB cream gives me more coverage than the CoverGirl BB cream, and it gives me enough coverage to where my skin looks great, but it still is not so heavy on the skin, but it just makes my skin look nice and even. And now I'm going to contour with my Ruby Kisses 3D Contour Palette, and I'm using the two darker shades. I mix them together basically and just contour my cheeks and my forehead and my nose. Nothing crazy, just a very simple light contour. And then I'm gonna go and blend that out. Blend it all out with my Beauty Blender sponge and my Real Technique sculpting brush. Now again, I cannot stress how important it is to blend. Yes, I know I'm making these crazy fish faces, but trust me, in the end, it is all worth it. So I'm just blending, using my Real Techniques sculpting brush and my Beauty Blender, like I said before, and just making sure that it's all blended out nicely. Now I'm using my powder just to set my whole face, just putting it all over my face. This is the LA Girl matte face powder, and I don't remember the shade, but yeah. So now for this look, I'm not using an eyeliner, but I am gonna go in with a smudge brush, and I'm just using that dark shade that you see on the outer corner of my lid, just to line the bottom of my lid. The bottom of my eye, my lower lash line. I'm just basically slightly smoking out that brown shade. And then I'm gonna go on the inner corner of my eye with the inner corner of my lower lash line with a shimmery rose gold color, just to give my eyes just a little bit of pop and brighten them up just a little bit without going over the top. And this is what I'm doing here. Gosh, my faces are so hilarious to me. I guess you don't really realize when you're doing it, but then now that I'm looking back on it, it's just so funny watching the types of faces that I'm making. Now I'm gonna go in with my EM Cosmetics liquid eyeliner felt tip pen. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff so much. It doesn't dry out. It's so easy to get a winged liner, because ladies, I know you know how hard it is to get a winged liner, but it works like a dream. Now I'm using my pink mascara. Yeah, I've been using this mascara for so long, and I never took the time out to actually look at whose eyeliner mascara this is. I feel like it's Maybelline, but honestly guys, I've been using this stuff since I was like 12, and I still don't know the brand. I just know that it's pink and green like watermelon and whatever. Alright, so now so far so good. Now I'm gonna go in with some highlight and blush, my favorite part of the process. So I'm going to take my fan brush from Real Technique, and I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, and then I'm just going to blend it out with a Face Expert brush, because these highlighters are very, very concentrated. These are from Makeup Revolution. So I just like to put it right on the places where I like to highlight, and I just blend it out with the Real Technique Expert Face Brush. Now I'm going in with kind of like a really nude with a tinge of pink blush. This blush is so super pretty on any skin tone, and I just blend it out real quick, and then I'm just gonna highlight my Cupid's bow, and then do some brow highlight, because your girl loves to glow. Now I'm gonna go in with my NYX Liquid Suede. Oh, love this lipstick so much. I have like almost every shade now. This is in the shade, what's the shade called? That was the shade Soft Spoken, yes. And then I'm gonna go in with my NYX lip liner pencil in Hot Cocoa, as I'm sure you guys saw already, and just line my lips so that I'm not looking crazy. With a lip liner, this lipstick is the bomb. It's amazing. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite shades that I've been using a whole lot this spring/summer. Now this hair, girl, no, we're not doing this. Alright, so I'm gonna go and resort to my favorite updo style. My hair is already oiled and sprayed with water and all that other natural girl stuff. Yeah. So the look is done. Now basically I'm just putting it together, setting it with some rose water spray. Yes, luxurious. And then I'm gonna go in with my Glam Glow Setter setting spray, and just bathing it. I'm bathing in it, honey, bathing in it. Yes. And glasses. And now we're done. Haha.